my parents' generation that lived through times of great optimism, you wonder whether or not people automatically adopt a just world bias, but I think that anybody that's got any problem, it must be their fault in some way.
Yes.
Because my dad and mum used to talk about, you know, eat your dinner, because some African, they didn't specify which one, would like your dinner. But they weren't, whenever they came on, they always sort of said, my dad always believed that people in developing countries were lazy because, quote, whenever you see them on telly, they just sat there, which perhaps wasn't the most sort of informed thing. I wonder if the two things you made me think then, I was busy writing when you asked me to do that, you made me think then is maybe there's a connection between the two. Anyway, all of which is a very bad introduction to this point, called Make Britain Great Again. My biggest fear is that after all the Brexit thing goes tits up, then people won't go, oh no, how could we be so foolish as not to realise the value of closer ties with our European neighbours that's brought the longest period of peace in English and British history. No, they won't. They'll go to poor leadership and some Trump-like person will want to make Britain great again. So I thought about what that really might be like. Make Britain great again, just like the old days, school days, best days, in-book bollockings, sarcastic beatings, lullabied Satan, safe in slumber. Downward mockery made meek men of us, especially the girls, marked and moulded empire stores builders, de facto survivors, so long as we outlived force-fed dinners, deep-fried suicides in riding tides of puke and piss and processed peas that squeeze between your toes in PE, lessons you performed in your pants and pimples. Nothing dodgy or dark about that, really. Clip round the ear, nothing to fear, said the shame, if you gave the master's name. He said he came you in his bathing trunks. You must have done something, you cheeky little get. That's what you get for talking out of turn. Some starving African would appreciate them peas if their ancestors hadn't been dragged off as slaves to prepare the foundations for the penguin pool at Airwood House. Have you seen their prices? No surprise that empires thrived when owned by a thieving, well-heeled breed who told us their story, sold us old lies about a Britain that was great. Now, flag-waving hate is currency to keep control by convincing us to fight for the future of a fantasy past. It starts with poppies, their symbolism stolen to silence dissent. The sound of tyrants loosening up leaves a licking metal taste. The bit in a bridle. Now we're broken in by assumption, where accuracy is absent, where liars lap up the loyalty of legions, where trolls control debate, where the role of experts is extinct, expelled by distrust. Purveyors of hate can take the word great and make their own myths to replace what we miss. Blink and you'll miss the fist that gives what you wish for, just what you want to hear. A click round the ear from Jimmy Savile, making Britain great again, safe as school days, old days, best days, where no one made waves and no one knew his name was foreign. Thank you. And second, while I'm settling scores with everything that's ever crossed me, whenever anybody comes up, particularly at poetry nights, I'm quite a calm person, but if something's guaranteed to turn me into a raging torrent of bitter, angry malevolence, it's a school of poetry that tries to represent northernness in quite a stereotyped way. And I know there's quite a few people love it, but I hate it because it's insulting, patronising and reductive, and usually got really, really inaccurate accents as well. There's that bloke on Look North that does his little poems on YouTube. I mean, you know, if there were a revolution, he'd be up against some sort of metaphorical wall because his accent's terrible and it's doggerel and I hate it. So, with thanks to Denise Smith, who wrote a brilliant thing called Dinosaurs in the Hood, which I do recommend that you read. This is Yorkshire Zombie Holocaust. The movie will have no terrace streets, just an estate, a boring one, no crime to speak of. Zombies will not erupt in bursts of brass band discord with groping arms. Instead, they'll stand around bitching for a bus that never comes. Don't dare make them wear flat caps or bleed from E-by-gums accents. Who needs another video twat saying reet or leets like no one ever talks, except that fraud on Look North, and he don't count. Don't make them blunt but friendly, or you'll get your hipster heart ripped out, shoved back in your mouth with pine nut sprinkles on the way to a flesh-fueled feast on Claudia Winkleman's parents for tea. It's not called dinner. No, it starts with Athersley kids looking out of a math lesson given by a PE teacher into crap weather and managing to dream, not dreaming and managing. They get bitten by a notion, burn their affordable but crap academy uniforms, shove their sit-down, shut-up teacher zombie out the way as they walk out with clear eyes. The senior teacher zombies are easy to spot because they're in high vis for reasons that aren't clear and can only repeat 4 or 5 motivational aphorisms and struggle to function more than 4 foot from a PowerPoint slide. As the kids smell fresh air in winter, the teacher zombies smell blood and spreadsheet and start eating each other and, in a punter alienating twist, turn into remainers, stop howling at kids and head for Wetherspoons, which is packed, and start patiently explaining Brexit in facts and figures to retired miners. And because it's Yorkshire, there's got to be a cemetery scene all windswept like a Wuthering Heights reject where, because it's Yorkshire, the zombies all fight among themselves to the death, not one left. And because it's Yorkshire, the last one to die must be the Skipton Nazi zombie who has a white rose flag and a pole in his garden, who always watches Look North, always counts the times they say Yorkshire. It's always 20 plus. In my director's cut, the kids are long gone, but still there, somewhere. Thank you.